With a news update on WHTC Holland's Cool FM, I'm Gary Stevens. A 21-year-old man has been arraigned on charges stemming from a critical incident east of Ravenna earlier this week. Maximus Cody Bear remains held in the Ottawa County Jail on $75,000 bond following a hearing yesterday before 58th District Court Judge Judy Mulder near Hudsonville. He is facing counts of assault to do great bodily harm, less than murder or strangulation, assault with a dangerous weapon, and domestic violence. The charges stem from a late Tuesday afternoon situation at a residence on Sherman Boulevard in Chester Township near Crockery Creek, in which he allegedly fired a long gun, assaulted a 22-year-old pregnant woman, and held her, an 18-year-old infant, and a 59-year-old woman in custody before fleeing. The unnamed victim was treated at the scene for minor injuries, while the child and the older woman were unharmed. Bear was apprehended later in the evening several miles away in Muskegon County. The incident remains under investigation, and anyone with any information on the matter is asked to contact the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office or Ottawa County Silent Observer. The August 4th primary election is more than 3 weeks away, but the Allegan County Board has had to address yesterday an issue for the November 3rd general election ballot. By unanimous vote, the 5 commissioners approved language asking voters to renew the nearly one-tenth of a mil annual levy for funding the Allegan Conservation District through 2032. The current assessment expires at the end of the year, and Commissioner Gail Dugan of Otsego talked with Conservation District Executive Director Brian Talsma about concerns his constituents in the southeast corner of the county had.
Mr. Talsma has assured me that there's going to be better transparency. There's going to be better professional financial stewardship of these taxpayer dollars. There is going to be a lot more coming out as in innovative programs instead of duplicity across other programs and from other departments that we're already supporting.
Allegan County voters will be asked next month to renew the nearly $500,000 annual Senior Citizen Services millage through 2029. A member of the Wayland Union Schools Board of Education has been named to a statewide panel. Yesterday, Governor Whitmer's office announced the appointment of Aaron Stepik to the Governor's Educator Advisory Council. A teacher in German and English at Lakewood High School, Stepik is a founding board member of the Michigan Parent Alliance for Safe Schools and received both her bachelor's and master's degrees from Grand Valley State University. She was elected as a Wayland board trustee 2 years ago. Stepik fills a vacancy on the panel that reviews and makes recommendations to the governor regarding legislation relevant to the state's public education system, among other advisory responsibilities. Her term runs through 2030, and the appointment is not subject to the advice and consent of the state Senate. Is the West Michigan industrial economy growing? Apparently it is, according to the latest monthly survey of purchasing managers in the Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo markets disclosed this week by Grand Valley State University's Seidman College of Business. The new orders index jumped 33 points, reaching a level not seen in more than 5 years, while the production index rose by 21 points to its highest mark since August of 2021. However, national trends are a cause for alarm, according to Dr. Brian Long, the college's Director of Supply Management Research, who conducts these monthly canvasses.
Both of the national purchasing manager surveys are positive, but both of them have also retreated from their recent highs. And despite these positive numbers, the mood of these survey respondents remains sharply pessimistic.
Employment and lead time indices were also sharply higher, and Long believes that strong customer demand has helped contribute to an improved outlook by his survey respondents. A 41-year-old Bloomingdale man has died after a traffic stop by the Van Buren County Sheriff's Office on Wednesday morning. Nathan Matthews denied ingesting any narcotics when he was asked repeatedly by deputies who had seen him twice take an unknown substance before they had approached his vehicle. Deputies say they found evidence consistent with methamphetamine on his shirt and on the seat of his pickup truck, and he became unresponsive when he arrived at a nearby hospital. Matthews was given 2 doses of Narcan, but has succumbed. A teenager is in police custody, and the Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office is searching for 2 other suspects after 2 separate police chases of a stolen vehicle on Thursday. The teen was driving the vehicle when deputies were able to lay stop spikes to deflate the tires, and the teen was arrested. 2 others ran off. The car was one of at least 9 that were stolen on Wednesday. Deputies say it was one of several taken from 58 West apartments in Oshtemo Township. Deputies found the vehicle as it was leaving Cooper's Landing apartments after it successfully fled from county and city of Kalamazoo officers earlier in the day. 3 Republicans vying for the party's nomination for governor held their second debate at as many nights in Grand Rapids last evening. Congressman John James opened the debate by rebutting accusations from businessman Perry Johnson and former Attorney General Mike Cox about his manufacturing ties to China, his business record, and campaign fundraising. The debate frequently strayed into personal combat between the three, as they are all trying to prove to voters they are the best choice to be able to defeat Democratic Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson in November. Benson is facing Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson in the August Democratic gubernatorial primary. The State Department of Health and Human Services says the number of cyclosporiasis cases in the state is now at 1,251. Most remain in southeast Michigan. No source is yet to be pinpointed, but Taco Bell has pulled lettuce, pico de gallo, guacamole, and cilantro onions as precaution. Cyclosporiasis is an intestinal illness that causes explosive diarrhea, leading to people becoming dehydrated, and dozens have had to be hospitalized. The number of first-time filings for unemployment are increasing across Michigan, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, which says for the week ending July 4th, there were just over 9,300 first-time filings in the state, more than 4,000 more than the week prior. Nationally, the number of initial filings decreased compared to the week prior. Framber Valdez allowed 3 hits with 9 strikeouts over 7 innings as A.J. Hinch's Tigers swept the Athletics out of Comerica Park last night 4-1.
Framber needed to be good and needed to get himself together. We didn't play perfect defense behind him. Didn't play poorly by any means, but I thought he handled the entire game from pitch one exceptionally well.
Detroit hosts the Philadelphia Phillies this evening with coverage from Dan Dickerson at 6:15 p.m. on WHTC Holland's Cool FM. Jeremiah Jackson's 2-run double in the 8th inning enabled the Baltimore Orioles to rally past the visiting Cubs yesterday 3-2.
There's been some good times, some bad times in the big important spots, but anytime you can get it done, you definitely celebrate that win. And all in all, it's all about winning, and the hit helped us win, and as far as I'm concerned, I did my job.
Chicago clashes with the Reds in Cincinnati this evening. Caleb Durban's 2-run homer in the 4th inning was enough for Chad Tracy's visiting Red Sox to sweep the White Sox yesterday 2-1.
Nothing happening a whole lot on either side, but we get that swing there, and then go to the pen there in the 5th, and to make it stick with our bullpen was just so good. So and the defense was outstanding.
Chicago welcomes the Athletics to Wright Field this evening. Jackson Strong's 2-run homer highlighted a 5-run West Michigan 2nd inning as the Whitecaps defeated the visiting Fort Wayne Tin Caps last night 8-5. The series at LMCU Ballpark in Comstock Park continues this evening. Get the latest news anytime at WHTC.com.